remember everything on driving it, right?
I think so. Actually, push in the clutch and hit the glow plugs for 10 or 15 seconds, and
yeah, day like today, 2 or 3 seconds tops.
Really?
Yep. Like I say, generally, you know, unless it's 10 degrees outside, you're not going to have to hold them very long.
Okay.
But you remember, as far as changing the ranges and
yes,
all that.
Yeah. If it sticks a little, just kind of wiggle it and give it a shove.
Yeah. Just tap the forward pedal.
Tap the forward
and
pedal.
that'll change. That is just going to rotate the gears in the transmission. So they stop if it doesn't want to go. It's because they're hitting kind of like this.
Okay.
Pump it again and spin it again, and they line up and it'll slide right.
Okay.
Real easy. Putting that, and I'll go through the implements with you.
Okay.
Turning the tiller on and off, push the clutch in, shift it to the back, to the 540. So
gotcha.
You let out of the clutch will get the tiller going.
Okay.
Take it out, push the clutch to this middle position.
Okay.
Pushing it forward, all you would ever use that for is if you had a mid-mounted mower or a front snow blower.
Gotcha.
So unless you add that, all you ever do is to shift this backwards to turn the rear PTO.
Gotcha.
And when you start the tiller, you don't want to set it in the ground. You want to have it up off the ground.
Okay.
Get it started, speed it up, and when you're tilling, there's a mark on the tachometer PTO1 540 where that orange line is there. About 2,800 RPMs. That's where you
do not exceed.
But that's where you want to run it.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
When you're running the PTO.
Okay.
What that does, that's turning the drive shaft to 540 RPMs, which is what the tiller is designed to run at and what the bush hog is designed to run at.
Okay.
And it's not an exact science. You want to run
and
it
you
closer
just
there.
control the speed with the throttle?
With the throttle. And
yeah.
You'll control your ground speed with the foot pedal, forward
okay.
and reverse. But again, you're going to want to start it, about half throttle, get it going, easing ground, and then, like say, speed it up. The same with the bush hog.
Okay.
You want to get that started and then kind of lower it to the ground. Because if you just set it down right now, you want to tilt right there. It's really hard for it to get it started when it's sitting right on the ground.
Gotcha. So this way, it's got speed when it bites.
Right, probably similar to your riding lawnmower. You probably turn the blades on and then lower the deck down
yeah.
to cut.
Yeah,
similar idea.
Okay.
Any questions on the driving part of it though?
Forward, reverse. What's that thing for?
That's your drop rate on your 3-point hitch. It's like a spigot. It's going to control your flow on your drop rate. So right now, you lower that 3-point hitch lever, and it's going to go down relatively fast. If you find that, man, this is really hard to control using the tiller or something like that, you can close that down. All it's going to do is just slow the speed or increase the speed of your drop rate.
Okay.
Can't hurt it with that. Like I say, just think of like a spigot turning on your hose.
Okay.
The more you open it, more water comes out. Slower down and same thing. And all that's going to do is just so you're not having to sit there and try to, oops, too fast, too fast, too fast. You can close it all the way down so it makes it smoother.
Okay. And what's this thing for?
That's your differential lock.
Differential lock?
What that will do is give you positive traction in your rear wheels.
Step on it.
Just step on it. Only stays on while your heel is on.
Okay. What's the question?
That's your dipstick. That's your dipstick.
Okay.
Your transmission. I'll get to all your fluids and filters and everything.
Okay.
Engaging that differential lock, you'll find you'll probably rarely, with having four-wheel drive, probably use that.
Okay.
But what that's, getting on the side of a hill, you start spinning a little bit, something like that. Just ease down with your heel. You don't want to jam it.
Okay.
And get it going. So like say, and you'll find with having four-wheel drive, like say, you'll rarely if ever use that.
Okay.
Mainly if you were in two-wheel drive somewhere and you started spinning a little bit, you just kind of get up a hill, you just ease down on that and it locks in both rear wheels.
Okay.
On there. Let's see, around the side. I'll show you how to take the loader and all that. Again, that's going to be your 3-point hitch. All your knobs are color coded. Your black is for your hydraulics. Okay. All your orange is going to deal with your drive, and your yellow is going to deal with your power takeoff.
Okay.
So like say, this has that 1/4 inching valve, so that will allow you say to go up or down little 1/4 inch increments, or all the way up, all the way down, just push it all the way over.
Okay.
And just bypass the little slots there.
Gotcha.
Two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. This lever here.
And this?
That's going to be, that just locks your loader joystick. So right now, you can release the pressure on it, that kind of stuff. You lock it on over there. And that just locks a joystick. So
I see.
It on you.
Okay.
That's all that does. So if you were, like say, using it waist high, shoveling mulch out of it or something like that, you can lock it, just keep somebody from dumping it on you. Come by and dropping it on your foot or whatever.
Okay.
Just locks the joystick on there.
Okay.
These are your brakes. I got your parking brake set now. So set your parking brake. This one right here, it's got a parking brake symbol.
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Just tap your brakes to release.
Okay.
The one to the left is a cruise control. If you had a steady speed, lock that down, we'll lock it.
Okay.
Tap it to release it.
Cool. Very easy. It's very much like my John Deere.
Yeah, as far as those controls.
Yeah.
I say this will control your loader, and that's just a matter of playing with it and getting used to it.
Okay.
On there. Yeah, push down on. Now let go of your brake. Hold that down. Now let go of your brake pedal first. There you go. And then just tap the brakes to release it. Just like that. But you probably won't go ahead and set it just because you're on a hill here.
Go ahead and set it, son.
Yeah. Get in the habit, like say with hills around here. Good habit to get in. There you go. Safety switches. Like I say, you can start it in high, medium, or low range, but you do have to have the clutch down.
Okay.
If you try to start it with your foot on the forward or reverse pedal, it will not crank.
Okay.
If you get off the seat, it will stay running. If you try to drive it while not being on the seat, it will turn off.
Okay.
That's nice.
So you can't stand up and drive. You got to be seated before you do that.
Okay.
If you get off the tractor with the power takeoff engaged, it's going to cut the tractor off, just like when you're riding mower.
Okay.
It does have an override on that if you ever were running something like a post hole digger or something where you may be off the tractor. And the way you engage power takeoff, you stand up. It has about a 3-second delay to flip the seat to the steering wheel. And that's in your owner's manual as well. So if you're running like a pump or a generator or like say a post hole digger and you're working by yourself, that's what allows you to run the PTO. Although most of the post hole diggers now have a long rod you can adjust so you can operate them from the seat.
Ah,
They
okay.
want you to stay on the tractor. It's the safest place to be.